All right, here we are on Al Jazeera. Germany bans Muslim group citing extremism ties to Iran and Hezbollah. Berlin insists action against Islamic Center Hamburg not linked to peaceful practice of the Shiite religion. Well, I have a video with this too, so I'll pop that in and then I'll take it from there.
In full view of television cameras, Germany's police raided this mosque in Hamburg. The German government says it's a front for Iran. The Interior Ministry says the organisation has 5 subdivisions in 53 locations across Germany, collectively known as the Islamic Center Hamburg, or IZH.
Raiding a mosque doesn't do anything. It's only when you actually deport the people in charge that you actually make any headway. But we'll see if they do.
Minister.
It is now certain that the Islamic Center Hamburg acts and is directed against our constitutional order. That is why we are applying one of the sharpest weapons of our law to ban this organization. This is a further consequent step against Islamist extremism.
You can ban it all you like, but unless you punish the people in charge, you're not going to do anything.
November, the Germans said they established a direct link between the Islamic Center of Hamburg and Hezbollah, and that is what led to the raid now. That evidence has not been made public. Iran has now summoned a German ambassador in Tehran.
Nobody has been arrested, so I think escalation has not reached a peak.
And so raiding the mosque is a waste of time. Why? Because like this woman said, no one was arrested. The mosque is just an inanimate structure. All the people who are running said front, they're free to go. Because again, like this woman said, no one was arrested. Or what about all the attendants of the mosque? The people who go there to pray. If this mosque and the religious figures are pro-Iran and Hezbollah and is a terrorist organization, then all the leaders should be deported or arrested, and all the attendants should be deported as well, because they're all brainwashed, plain and simple. But again, that woman said no one was arrested. Alright, so we'll continue with this article here. So the German government outlawed a Muslim religious organization it accuses of propagating extremism and supporting Iran and Hezbollah. The Federal Ministry of Interior and Community announced the ban on the Islamic Center Hamburg and its national affiliates on Wednesday. Today we banned IZH, which promotes an Islamist, extremist, totalitarian ideology in Germany, Interior Minister Nancy Faeser said in a statement. This Islamist ideology is opposed to human dignity and women's rights. Something tells me that's one of the main reasons this Nancy woman wanted it banned. Threat to the matriarchy and such. And our democratic government. Yeah. She claimed the group and its sub-organizations support Hezbollah and spread aggressive anti-Semitism in Germany. Yeah? What else is new? If I'm not mistaken, a fair chunk of the Muslim population doesn't really like Israel or women's rights. I'm not saying all, I'm just saying probably more than half. Anyway, continuing with said article, Germany outlawed the armed Lebanese group in 2020, designating it a terrorist organization. Her ministry also alleged the group acts as the direct representative of Iran's supreme leader and works in the interests of establishing an Islamic revolution in Germany. Yeah? I mean, you have Islamic protesters calling for Sharia law. Sharia for the UK, Sharia for Britain, Sharia for the Netherlands, etc., etc. So they're actively pushing to turn Europe into Islamic countries. Now again, do I think all are like that? No. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was at least 70%. So circling back to this woman who says nobody was arrested, that's the problem. They should be arresting people and deporting people, not, closing mosques, because mosques are just inanimate structures. It reminds me of people who want to ban firearms because of the gun violence. The gun is just an inanimate object. It's a person behind the gun. That's the problem. Now to wrap this video up, let's look at some of these comments. Germany has a right to protect their country. Closing a mosque doesn't do anything. I think the whole world needs to do this. Say no to terrorism. Well, no terrorists were arrested, so what's the point? As a German, thanks for the support for our land. Again, they didn't arrest anybody, so there is no support. I see nothing wrong with it. Saudi Arabia bans the Bible and rosary and even eating pork. Is Saudi Arabia a free and open country? No, but on the plus side, their culture and religion and people and way of life are protected, unlike the Western world. But anyway, take care out there in clown world.